We want to see you. We want to celebrate you. It is something that is worthy of you stepping
Interesting.
out and saying, you know what, I don't want to live the way I've been living. I've been combining Jesus with all the things in
Uh,
my life.
don't
And
mind
I
me.
want to say yes to Jesus. And that He would
Trying
make
out this whole live thing.
worthy of it.
So
And
I
that's
would
what
like
we want
to
to do.
actually
Thank you.
push and educate, obviously, folks on starting and building their own brand. That's the whole purpose and point of my page, my channel, everything. So I am actually going to uh, do different things to get my name out there, do different things to put my message out there, and to help people who develop their own brand and really captivate and catch the attention of their ideal audience and of their market. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Jeremy Patton. I wrote this book right here. It is called The Preparation for the Treacherous Entrepreneurial Journey. I have a physical copy around here somewhere. I'm not too sure where it is at in this very moment. Um, but again, it's called The Preparation of the Treacherous Entrepreneurial Journey. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it. It really anywhere and everywhere. You can find it on my website, BABWJP. Also, I have an actual channel under, well, I have a playlist under my challenge that is dedicated to exactly that, the preparation for the entrepreneurial journey. That goes down and breaks down the different processes and the different avenues it takes to start a business, to develop a business and brand and all that stuff. It also talks about some of the challenges that you're going to face as a business owner, what you could do to avoid those challenges or get over those challenges as you are going into business. It breaks down business as a whole. When I actually wrote it, there was a big like discretion and void in knowledge in terms of like the different pathways, the different types of businesses, all that. So I talk about some of those things. I break them all down from sole proprietor, partnership, LLC, S corps, corporations, as well as nonprofits. I also talk about and break down the steps it takes to register your business, the things that it takes to actually like create a foundation around your business. That way, you can take whatever your business idea is, and I broke it down into steps so you could go from not even having a business idea to coming up with a business idea to solidifying that business idea to setting up an online presence with that business idea, all the way through the process of creating a full on and full out business plan. That way, you know what you're doing in your business. That way, you have a full outline of what you're planning on doing, how you're going to do it, all that stuff. That's also included in that book, The Preparation for the Treacherous Entrepreneurial Journey. Again, if you have not seen that book, I do have that book available as a full playlist on my page where we actually have somebody that walks you through those entire processes and through that journey. It's a little more entertaining that way, but I actually wrote the book so that it is an easy read that anyone with a business idea, whether you're new to business, you're a seasoned business owner, let's say you're someone that has started a business and you're a hustler, so you're out there, you're hustling, you're selling this, you're selling that, but you are not familiar with the official processes and procedures or uh, the official structures that you have to go into in order to completely develop that business idea. I brought all that stuff together, put it into this book, so you could go through and officially structure your business and officially create a solid foundation around your business to grow and scale your business. I also have this business lesson over here. Do, 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 do. It's behind me, so I'm trying to figure out going backwards. But this business lesson right here, that is also something that I have started. I created. I took down like different avenues and different aspects around the business, and I put it into this business lesson. Now, if you're watching this, then you should know that most of those lessons are actually available on my YouTube channel as well. I have a full playlist dedicated to some of those business lessons. And then it's pretty much the starting process, right? So I put it out there because when I started my business, like this information was hidden. This information was kept from the public. Information wasn't common knowledge. So, and it was keeping a lot of people that I was running into from starting a business. A lot of people that I knew had great and amazing business ideas. They just didn't know how to start. So when I started my business, I looked into the process of starting a business, and I saw that it was extremely, extremely complex and difficult to gather this information. So I went through all the official resources and official sources, including my state secretary, the USPTO. I went through IRS government website. I went through the Department of Revenue website. I went through SBA. I went through like a whole lot of official resources in order to put together and gather this information. From there, I analyze all the information. I cross-referenced it to make sure, you know, there were no steps skipped or anything like that. And I put it pretty much in layman's terms, right? And then I put also together an outline of step one, step two, step three. That way, that the common person that doesn't have business knowledge, the common person that doesn't have experience putting stuff together, building stuff, would be able to take those steps and create a business around their idea. And so, uh, again, I have the book here, Preparation for the Treacherous Entrepreneurial Journey, that breaks down that stuff. Or if you want to go more in depth, I have business courses around specific business topics available as well. Both of them are available on my website, babwjp.com. And then in my book, you can find on Amazon as well. Just type in Preparation for the Treacherous Entrepreneurial Journey, or type in my name, Jeremy E.Z. Patton. And you'll be able to find a copy of that book as well. Get it overnight shipping if you have Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping at the most if you have Amazon Prime. Depending, you could be in Alaska and get it in 2 days. Uh, I also want to actually invite you to my community. Right, I have a few different communities that I'm working on and building. Right now, I'm building the pathway to $1 million. Now, the pathway to $1 million is a community that is dedicated and focused on getting people from point A, whether you have a business idea, don't have a business idea, or you have a business already started, but you are looking to get and turn it into $1 million business idea. Well, the pathway to $1 million is going to do just that. We outlined the step-by-step process. Again, so I have a manufacturing background. So one thing that my background allows me to do is look at different things, deconstruct it, make a blueprint out of it, analyze the blueprint, and put it out there for other people to interpret. That was part of my job. That was part of what I did, and that's what I brought into my personal into my personal business, right? It's like uh, I look at other businesses. I look at successful businesses. I talk to successful CEOs, successful business owners, and I kind of deconstruct what they have done and make an outline of what they've done, the proven process that they've done in order to achieve the major amount of success that they have achieved. Now, as a business owner, like I am actually on my path to $1 million, right? I have not officially made it, but I am en route, and I look to get there. If not by the end of this year, then by next year for sure. And so I want to actually help other people get there as well. Now, there are 50 factors. Now, some people will say 49, but there are 50 because if you consider 1,000 times 1,000, then that's two different numbers. times each other in order to make $1 million. So I broke down that outline as far as how to get to $1 million. And if you see, I'm not going to show you, but on my whiteboard right here, I broke that information down as well. How to make $1 million. There's a lot. Again, there's 50 different factors that evenly multiply into getting $1 million. So, or evenly divide $1 million. Either way, however you want to look at it. So I broke that down and I outlined that, and I also became in not became, but I also put together and drew out a system for you to reach that $1 million. So no matter what you're doing, we take it from day one, coming up with a business idea, concept, etc., all the way to marketing, sourcing materials, sourcing products, sourcing this, sourcing that, developing stuff, all that. And we broke it down into a 365-day process of turning that business idea into $1 million. So my community pathway to $1 million is now live. It's live on School's platform, which is a really amazing community platform that will allow us to upload not only different content, but also resources, conjugate, all that stuff. So I want to actually invite you there. There's going to be a link below this video for you to sign up for that. Also, there'll be a link for you to get access to courses. There'll be a link for you to get access to this book. So if you are watching this and you want to if you want to achieve and become a millionaire within the next 2-3 years, then this is the community that you want to be. There is a small fee right now. That fee is $200 a month or $1,600 for the year. I recommend that you pay the $1,600 for the year because that gives you full access to the community, full access to all of our training, full access to everything. Now, that includes coaching, consulting sessions. We have different training sessions throughout the week that are scheduled out. Also, if you join and you have specific questions or anything that are in particular to your needs, then you would just simply create or ask those questions or what have you, and we will dive deep into your specific needs and to answering your questions. That's what we do, and that's what I do. Like, I have been a consultant for businesses for a long time. I've interviewed business owners not only on my podcast, but I've interviewed business owners in person and in public and in private. And that's just something that I have always done. That's something that I have always worked on doing, and that's something that I will continue to do. So if you join, usually I do have my my one-on-one uh, like coaching and consulting, but if you're a part of this community and you join and you show up to one of those sessions and you have a specific question, why not analyze your question beforehand? That way we could go into the actual session and I can answer it right off the bat, or you could just raise your hand. It's a Zoom meeting. Raise your hand and I'll answer your question right then and there. It's no biggie. Uh, what the goal of this community is to do is to show people that you too can achieve $1 million. It's not to belittle nobody. It's not to, oh, I made 1 million, how come you haven't? I don't speak like that. I don't look at the world like that. And anyone that does, I recommend that you analyze who they are, right? Like, why would I put down somebody in order to uplift them? I wouldn't. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's reverse psychology. But what I want to do is empower you to know that you have the ability to make $1 million within this lifetime, within the next couple years. Excuse me. As soon as I started recording, my nose started running. I don't know why, but you got to bear with me. I apologize. So I want to help people realize that they can make $1 million, not within their lifetime, not by the time they retire. I want you to achieve that goal and realize and be able to get there in this lifetime. And so that's what we're going to do in this community. We're going to get as many people to $1 million as possible because there's a million different reasons why you need to get money and get that amount of money, if not more. Which once you get and see the foundation behind making $1 million, you'll absolutely be able to get there, right? Like this isn't like a get rich quick scheme or nothing like that. These are like tried and true, proven avenues, proven methods to get in it to $1 million. These are proven products, services that I'm going to bring to light that I'm going to show you that you could use to get to $1 million, right? So let's say you don't have a business idea, but you want to become a millionaire. Like I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you recommendations. I'm going to give you ideas that you could take and you could implement into your life to get there. Only thing I ask is when you bring back edification to our community, you share our community, because again, like there's so much money in this world. It's just hoarded by a select few individuals, and it's just not being, it's not you don't have the systems or the knowledge in place for you to attain it at this point. But you could help other people in your life achieve financial freedom, financial success, all that stuff. So that's what the purpose behind this group and this community is, and we're gonna do this together, right? Now, um, if you one thing that I do want to address is like this whole influencer culture and all that. There are people out there that have knowledge that use their knowledge and use their status to belittle people, to separate themselves from other people. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. That's not something that I personally subscribe to. That's not personally something that I would subscribe to. We live and I'm in Atlanta. So in Atlanta, everybody's a celebrity. So like you might run into me, you might see me. And if you do, like, as long as you're not weird about it, feel free to come up and say hello, say hi, all that stuff, right? Like I'm a nice person in general. You know what I mean? Um, like, don't get that confused with like I'm a pushover or anything like that. Don't try me in person because that's just not something that situation that I'd like to get into. But if you do see me in person, definitely feel free to come up, say hello, all that. If you have questions about your business, you see me in person, feel free to come up. Like I give out business ideas and business advice, like on the whim for free. I don't hold back, nothing like that. I'm not gonna charge you $1 million on the spot. I'm not gonna send you a link or a code or anything like that. Like I'm gonna invite you to my community. If you sound like you're interested, then you could join. If not, then you can keep life pushing. I have my business cards on me all the time. So if you want and need more in depth, more uh, personalized or specialized or products or services or what have you, feel free to ask for my business card and talk about or ask me about some of my products and services I have, because like I have systems in place. I have not only systems, processes, and procedures in place, but I have everything that you need that really involves or surrounds business. I specialize and started with business development, so taking it from inception, going through the process of registering and starting a business, including implementing systems. So if there's anything in regards to that, then I definitely can help you out in those regards. Again, I apologize for this, but I definitely I don't want to have the sniffles, and I also don't want to cut this stream short. Next time, hopefully, we won't have this problem. But yeah, so anyways, I want to bring the element of developing and helping people achieve their business goals, and seeing and being able to reach that whatever form of success that they see or they need or they want in this lifetime, within their near future, not 10 years down the line, not 20 years down the line. I want to expedite that process because we live in a world today where you are able to. We live in a world today where information is available. We live in a world today where you're able to connect with your ideal audience, not yesterday, not in 10 years, not in 2 months, but you could connect with them today. So I want to help people realize that and achieve that right now and in their lifetime today. So we're going to go over a whole lot of information that will really not only transform your mindset around business, but also like empower you to go out there and to increase your revenue, to replace your 9 to 5 job. Like it's 11:30 at night right now, and I am like I have full autonomy of my life. If I could wake up whatever time I want tomorrow, I could, of course, I do have my own routines in place and stuff like that. And each individual is different. I'm more of a night owl, so I do, I run around the clock pretty much. And but just in general, I want to give you the autonomy and let you see that you have full autonomy of just changing your life completely, whether that is at night, whether that is in the morning, whether that is during the daytime. You could do this if the right systems are in place. You could do this. Good lord, if the right systems are in place, you could do this around the clock and not have to worry about about anything really. Just making sure that your systems are still up and running, and that your customer service is on point. Making sure that your customers are happy, your customers are seeing results, proper results that you promise, and from there, you just keep on keeping that machine going, keep it in oiled and keep it in updated, keep it in fresh. Show up at the times that you need to show up, and just keep on going. Right. So we're gonna go over a whole lot of this stuff. Um, right now, most of the time, you'll probably see me here. I also have an office in the city, so you might see me go live in the city, or post content from me being in the city. Shoot, again, I have full autonomy, so you might see me in California on the beach somewhere making content. You might see me outside the country, abroad. I'm a digital nomad, if you will, so I can move around and work anywhere and everywhere, and enjoy my life while I'm working. Now I do try to keep stuff private and stuff like that. So you might not see me walking around my house wherever, but what you will do, you might see me here, you might see me there, you might see me in this state, that state. I travel all the time. I do all types of stuff. I go to events all the time, so you'll see me all over the place, right? Um, Yeah. So again, I have the business development aspect about around my business. I also have the marketing aspect around my business. I offer a wide variety of different marketing offers and services to you. Anything from SEO services all the way to paid advertising, right? Like and this isn't something that I read in a book and oh, let me go do this. This is stuff that I literally did for my 9 to 5. I did for legit companies. I did for multi-billion-dollar companies. If you think of the biggest social media company, I work for them. And I work for them as a consultant for multi-million, multi-billion-dollar corporations that market on their platform. So coming up with marketing strategies, looking at branding strategies, looking at business development strategies. Like we did all that. So this is stuff that not only that I did it on a full-time basis, but this is stuff that I've done in my personal business and in my personal life. But now I want to really add fuel to the fire and put that platform out there. Now, there's been a lot of different times where I kind of took a step back from my business and what have you for various reasons that we're not going to get into today. But now, like, I'm in a space where it's like, okay, it's I need a transition from where I was to where I'm going, right? And in anytime, like, you're gonna reach a plateau, and whenever you reach a plateau, you have to sometimes take a step back, analyze what you are doing, what you have been doing, and you have to approach things completely different in order to scale and grow. That's something that I did and I helped a lot of companies do in my career, and that's something that I'm gonna help a lot of companies do in my personal business, like, going forward. But in order to get to like where I'm going, I had to step back and I had to realize that there are things that are holding me and my business back, that I'm no longer willing to accept or do, or to, continue. And it, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately and fortunately, because I am my own, like, I am my own anchor, but I'm also my own promoter, pusher, motivator, all that stuff, right? And doing what I do, and I like, sometimes you can't see the things that you need improvement on, right? Sometimes you can't see your own flaws. And so I was in a space. My light's not working for some reason. Okay, there we go. So I was in a space where, like, I couldn't really see some of my own flaws that I was doing, and so, like, that kind of held me back a little bit. So I had to take a step back, reanalyze everything, and, like, and reform everything that I was doing in order to show up as this person that you see today. And even though I am still teetering with this whole influencer kind of ordeal. Like, I very much have accepted it that I am an influencer, and I take that very serious. And that's part of something that was kind of holding me back, because I didn't want to, like, put off or push off wrong information. I didn't want to show up like I've had uh not influencers. I've had mentors that kind of, like, recommend, oh well, you need to, show up and you need to act better than everybody else, and you need to do this and you need to do that, and look down on other people. And I don't subscribe to that. Like, I'm a human being just like you're a human being, and I believe in outpouring love as opposed to hate, out as opposed to, like, belittling people. I don't think that it's necessary for me to belittle you in order for you to advance in this world. In fact, I think that it's quite the opposite, right? And if you look at the mass majority of society, like, a lot of people are held back, so, and held down. That's because all of our leaders are belittling people. Instead, I'm going to lead with knowledge. I'm going to give you love and encouragement. And I'm going to tell you, hey, you could do it because I've seen success. And I've have had uh, uh, a large amount of success myself. And if I could do it, I know you could do it. And if I could see, if the people that I've seen do it, if they could do it, I know you could do it, because I've seen people that have a lot of talent. I've seen people that can do it. Again, that maybe they just haven't had the right encouragement, maybe they haven't had the right systems in place, maybe they just haven't had the right timing in place or the right connections or what have you. So I'm gonna help break all of that, and I am going to help, like, really and truly, I like, free as many people as possible. Because, like, the way the world is going right now, we're all stuck working 9 to 5s, barely making ends meet, barely, living paycheck to paycheck, all that. And I want to break people out of that cycle. I want to break people out of that rat race, out of the matrix, all that stuff. And that's what we're going to do here at Build on Brand with Jeremy Patton. Now, there's a lot of people that talk about Build on Brand across the internet. They started after I started. Like literally, if you Google Build on Brand, like you have like companies that don't have nothing to do with building a brand making like full on articles about building a brand, but because they're like for whatever reason, right? Uh, they put generalized information out there about building a brand. Anybody could do that, but are they able to build people? Are they willing to build people? No, not like we do here at Building a Brand with Jeremy Patton. So we want to like focus on the individual, and with that focus on the individual, helping you go from the mindset that you've had from working, ends meet, to seeing it, life in abundance, right? One of my favorite quotes or sayings that I've heard, the person that pushed it the most is abundance is my birthright from Ash Cash. And I want you to realize that information as well. Like, there's an abundant amount of resources, money, of opportunity, all that stuff out there. And you just sometimes need the systems, the tools, the timing, the connections, all that stuff. And we want to help bring that directly to you um, in in real time, right? I'm gonna have to do something about this because my light keeps cutting out on me. As you could probably see in my glasses, there it goes. But sometimes it'll just cut out on me, and I don't like that. Also, don't like that either, and that's just not what I want. But we'll leave it like that, right? So again, look at the links below. Marketing, branding, business development. I have different offers in all those avenues, different services in all those different avenues. So no matter where your business is, my team could help you out. Now we're not cheap, but good lord, we're not cheap, but we are good at what we do, right? We're not cheap, but we are good at what we do. You got you. I don't know why, but literally, my nose was not running until I pressed live, and then my nose started leaking. So I apologize if you made it this far and you have to deal with that. Next time, I'm gonna have like some nose plugs or something going on. But anyways, we're not cheap, but we are good at what we do. And like I stand behind that. I stand behind not only the quality of what we do, but I stand behind also like the care that we have, the work that we put into it. I stand behind that connection, that bond that we have with our customers, with our clients. We want people uh, to know that they are important because we see our customers and our clients like people. We know that you are making major decisions with the concept of feeding your family, with the concept of feeding the families of the people that work for you. You have employees, you have to pay those employees. You have people in your family, you have to put food on your table. We get that, we understand that, and we want to actually see you as an individual and the effort and the impact that you're having on the community, and help you make a bigger impact on the community as a whole, and get you to wherever your business goals are, whether that is you making six figures a month or a year, or either one, right? Or you making seven figures a month or a year, either one. Everybody has different goals, everybody has different needs. Shoot, when I was working my 9 to 5, like before, I like the most I was making was like 50,000 a year or something like that. Like that is now, like I could do that with one deal, right? You know, uh, and that's the whole idea and concept behind this, right? I want to help you realize that whatever you're making now, you can make a lot more. You can make a whole lot more if you have the right systems, tools, mindset in place. You could make a whole lot more. With the business, your earnings are like unlimited. It's only capped by like what you're able to produce and what you're able to do, right? What you're able to sell. But it's infinite, right? There's what, 8 billion people on the planet. Like, you could sell to everybody. You could really, really, really uh, change your life by creating a business and by putting together the right brand and approach and strategy behind your business and everything. So again, click the links below. Uh, I'm gonna have a link for my website, for my products, my services, between the business development, marketing, branding. Also, I have a link to my community. I implore you to become a part of a community because that is the most bang for your buck. You will be able to get access to a lot of resources on there, a lot of trainings, a lot of, different things that, one, that are already on there, but two, that will be continue to be added to there as well. Actually, I just realized that, just like I just realized I could go live here, I just jumped on to Zoom and started playing around with the whiteboard on Zoom. I put out lessons on Zoom that are like, that are visually pleasing and aesthetically pleasing and all that, which is something that I didn't realize I could do before today. So I'm going to start doing a lot of that more. And we are going to like really start to build not only my brand, we're going to build your brand as well. And we're going to build your brand without the restraints that I went through and that I put on my brand. Because again, I went through a world of different restraints, a world of different challenges that were like brought on by the world in general that I help other people avoid, but also that I put on myself, which I'm going to help you avoid. So click the links below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you made it to the end of the video, I want you to comment 100. That way I know that you watched this thing all the way through. Also, share, like, all that stuff, right? We are going to put out more content like this. Also, whatever kind of content that you're looking to see, if you have a business question that's specifically related to business, put that below. And me and my team will abstract that, and we will make a video around that. We'll make content around that because we want to bring you as much resources. We want to bring you as much value as we can, but we need your feedback in order to do so. With that being said, my name is Jeremy Patton from Building a Brand with Jeremy Patton, or BABWJP for short. And until next time, have a wonderful, exciting, and informative day. Take care, y'all.